Hi, welcome to another video. So, I've covered how you can use Aider in multiple ways, from Z plus Aider to Aider with multiple models in previous videos. But one thing many people ask me is how to build a production-ready app from end to end with deployment. So today, I'll be covering that. I've noticed that people are using Cursor and Replit combined to deploy their apps, which is fine. But combining Cursor with Replit is always very hard because you need to synchronize GitHub repos and other stuff, which is obviously not hassle-free. Plus, I don't really like Cursor anyway. So instead of that, today I'll show you how you can use Aider and Replit together to build applications really fast and deploy them instantly, all for free. If you don't know about Replit, it's basically like a VM that allows you to code within itself and deploy instantly. It's similar to GitHub code spaces. So, over there, we can install all our packages and stuff, and we'll also be able to install Aider because it's just a terminal pip package. Replit has a good free plan, and you can directly deploy through it for free as well. So, let's get started and check it out. First of all, just go to Replit and get yourself signed up. Once done, you'll see this homepage. Just click the Create REPL option here, and once you do that, you'll see this modal. Here, just select the Python option because that comes with the pip package installer. Anyway, just select it and create the workspace. Once done, you'll see this interface. Here, you can see all your files, code, data, and everything. But we obviously want to use Aider. So, to do that, just go to the shell and run the pip install Aider chat command, which will get Aider installed. Once Aider is installed, we'll need to export our API keys. To do that, just go to the integrations option here. Now, over here, just choose the provider you want to use that is supported by Aider. I'll be using Anthropic. So, let's select Anthropic here, click on the configuration option, and enter your API key here. Once done, save it. This basically just exports environment variables, but it's much more intuitive. Anyway, once done, just go back to the shell and start using Aider. If you're using Aider with Claude, you can also use the caching option, which will significantly reduce your costs. Anyway, once you do that, Aider should start working. But let's create something because I also need to show you how you can deploy things. I'll be creating a simple calorie tracker app. So, let's ask it to do that. Because this is a Python machine, and I haven't installed NPM on it, I'll keep it simple and just ask it to use basic Flask and give me an app file that I can just run. Anyway, let's send the prompt here, and now it's getting generated. Let's wait for a little bit here. And it's done now. Let's approve the files here. And also let's run this command. Now you can see the files here, which look pretty good. To run it, let's just go to the main file here and hit the Run button over here. As you can see, it's now starting, and it started. But to view it, we'll need to click on the Add button over here, and if we click it, you'll see a bunch of things here. Just click on the Web View option here. Now, click the Networking button here, which will open up this page. Over here, you'll see the port on which your app is running. Now, just select which port you want the internal port to be forwarded to in the URL. I'll keep it at 5000 as in the original run, but you can also keep it at port 80 if you just want one simple URL. Anyway, once you do that, you'll start seeing the app on the web view over here, and it looks pretty good. But let's click this button here, which will open up the app in its own tab with a URL. Let's use it here, and it looks pretty good and works fine as well. So that's really cool. So that's how you basically deploy it. You can see this URL here, which you can share with anyone, and they can view your application through this URL. You can share this link with anyone, and they can view your app, which is really cool. If you want to take this and connect it to your own domain, you can also use Replit's deploy tool, which costs money, but is seamless and easy if you use it like this and want to make a hobby project of sorts. But I like this URL as well, which is good if you want to share with some people and you're not targeting a whole bigger audience, which is what you generally want to do. So, this is a really good option to use Aider and deploy it easily on a URL for others to view. I've seen people use Replit with Cursor to deploy and stuff, so I thought this should be fun as well. Combining Cursor and Replit is a hassle because you need to synchronize your repository with Replit. But because Aider is just a terminal command, you can easily get it installed over here as well. I really like this workflow because it's super fast and works well. It's also good because you can just access the Replit instance from any device without worrying about configurations and stuff. Another thing that's awesome with it is that it's just like using a local machine that you use. So, you can install whatever you want and create whatever you want. There are some other sites like this. For example, there's GitHub Codespaces. You can do the same thing with GitHub Codespaces, since they also have a similar interface, and I use that much more often than this. But Replit's also good. The free tier of Replit is good, but they apparently only allow 3 instances for free, which means you'll need to reuse your workspaces. Codespaces is better in that sense, because you can just delete your old Codespaces and use it. You guys can go ahead and start using it and easily deploy and share your applications with it in seconds. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below, or you can also consider becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.